What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is How to Get Away with Murder Scandal Crossover. All right, y'all. I'm sorry this review is a little bit late, but I'm still very busy. I got a lot of stuff going on in my own personal life, and I wanted to give you a good review. I didn't want to give you a halfway, half-ass review. So let's go ahead and get started. We start off where we left off on the last episode. Annalise is coming into Liv's lecture, How to Get Away with a Scandal, and Liv is basically asking questions to the audience, to the class, and people are answering. They're giving decent answers, but Annalise gives a good answer, not knowing the biggest thing of a crisis, or the biggest part of a crisis is not knowing you in a crisis. So after this over, she approaches Liv, she introduces herself, she tells Liv that she has this case that she's working on, and she wants her help to try to get it fast-tracked to the Supreme Court. Olivia tells her, girl, good luck, but I ain't got time to be looking at all that. Annalise says, good luck, you know, good luck is basically fairy tales and fallacies, girl. I need for you to look at this case, and then you can say no after you look at the case. Liv is like, all right, I'm gonna look at it. So later on, she talks to Marcus. Marcus is apparently still meeting her out for dinner or whatnot, and she tells him about Annalise, basically saying, you know, I heard this woman was a criminal. I heard this woman was X, Y, and Z. And he's like, listen, we all been accused of doing things. Annalise is a fantastic lawyer. You know, I've heard very good things about her. She's the reason why I applied to whatever school she taught at. She done been through some things, but she's amazing. She's a beast in the courtroom. He tells her she should consider the case because it's something doing something right, you know, instead of being a school teacher. And I didn't like her. I appreciate all the shade for school teacher Shonda. Everybody needs a teacher to be who they are, okay? You wouldn't be who you are if you didn't have no teacher. So we the most disrespected people in our, and furthermore, those who can do teach, okay? Don't get it twisted, boo-boo. Allie. Speaking of Allie, we back at QPA, and you know they trying to keep business running as normal, but Quinn clearly is obsessed with Olivia, which all of them are, because them hoes can't breathe without Olivia. So she Googling Olivia, and Abby is like, you know, it's okay. I mean, are you Googling her again? What's going on? And she's like, you know, she's teaching at a school. You know what they say, those who can't do teach. Bitch, girl, don't try do, because I do and I teach, all right? I ain't like that, Shonda. I ain't like that at all. Liv go to Annalise's room after she reads over the case, because when she talked to Marcus, kind of put a spark under her butt. She really looked through the case. She says, look, the case is great, it's fantastic, it's all good, but you okay, like you, girl, I've Googled, I did my Googles, and honey, you done had an ex-husband that was dead, you got a student that was dead, everybody around you is dead, you've been accused of murder, like, you look really bad for this case, girl. They would have a field day with your name, and Annalise is not here for the shit. One thing I liked about the two characters on the show is that they called each other out on each other BS, and I was here for that. Annalise was like, bitch, so you came all the way down here to tell me that you can't help me because of me, or it's because of you, something you can't do. So you can't do something because of me. I thought you was a miracle worker. The people said Joe on Reputation spoke for itself, girl. If you can't do nothing for me, all right, sis, and closed the door in her damn face. I was like, well, Annalise. So Olivia walked away, you know, and then she thought about it for a second, and then she changed her mind and went back and told her, it's my rules, it's my town, it's my way, you're gonna do it my way. I'm playing. So anyway, Olivia gets Marcus to get her a meeting with Fitz. She goes in with Fitz. She hit him with the hi, and Fitz hit her with the hello count. How can I help you, bish? Okay, girl. Don't even try to swing that coochie over here, because I don't want it no more. She basically tells him she's not there for forgiveness. She's there to get him to help her with the case, and, you know, he agrees to help her with the case. So he sets up a meeting with Millie. So Annalise and Michaela are there. Michaela is so freaking excited. She don't know what to do with herself. It was cute, because when Fitz came into the room, she was all, you know, geeked or whatever. When Fitz came in the room, she didn't know what to do with herself. She was about to fall over herself. But when Millie came into the room, she was really about to lose it. And before she came into the room, this is the first time her and Marcus are meeting each other. She's setting up. And you could already feel the sexual tension in the room. I mean, it was thick, honey. So he was like, you on time? I mean, you early? She was like, no, bitch, I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm trying to make something happen, okay? I'm trying to see something. Let me do me. I'm on time. And so, you know, she had a little fangirl moment when the president and, you know, both the presidents came into the room. So that was cute. She goes in the meeting with Millie, and they basically, Millie tells them, no, it's not the right time. You know, the justices are more conservative. They're not going to let this case go through. She needs to wait a little while, wait till, you know, a year or so when they can get a new justice. And so everybody leaves the room, and Olivia basically confronts her and says that you're doing this to, you know, shut me down because you're mad at me about everything that happened. I understand that, but don't, you know, make the case suffer for that. And Millie is like, no, it's not about you. I didn't say no. I just meant not now and all of this and that and other. But we know it's all about revenge. She tells Millie that we're going to get to the Supreme Court with or without you. And here go another swift read, because earlier Millie tried to come for her being a teacher again, okay? And later on she says, well, if you do that, then you're going to be an adversary of the White House. And she was like, bitch, it wouldn't be the first time, okay? And she leave on out of there. So they decide they're going to go to the media. They're going to take things public, and they're going to pressure the Supreme Court themselves to hear the case. Now, Millie goes to Jake and tells him, go to QPA, and I want you to put out the fact that she got fired. I want them to put out the fact that she got fired from the job. She did not resign, X, Y, and Z. So while Olivia and Annalise are at the hair salon getting their hair done, this scene was epic. The shade was epic. Like, I could watch a whole season of them just throwing shade back and forth at each other. Like, that shit would give me so much life. But anywho, they're at the salon, and on the news we find out about Olivia, and Annalise is like, wait a minute, bitch, you told me, because earlier she did tell Annalise, you know, it's about you. Millie don't want to do it because of you. You know, she knows about everybody who come into her office, and she know about your past and X, Y, and Z. So she tried to throw it off on her. So Annalise was like, bitch, wait a minute. Okay, you told me you left on good terms. So all this time you've been talking about me having bad this and that and the other, but you the one who have bad relationship with the White House. You the one who have issues. You're just as bad as I am. And she said, you judging me in X, Y, and Z just like a white man, X, Y, and Z. So Olivia was like, and she called her bougie, sedity hoe, all type of shit, okay? And Olivia was like, bitch, you will not come for me, because I might be bougie and I might be sedity, but you got your broke ass on the mega bus, bitch, and haul your ass down here to DC so that I could help you. So let me get my sedity platinum card and pay for your little hairstyle. And you know, Annalise, she a proud woman. She was like, hell no, bitch, I can pay for my own hair. So, you know, they had a little moment. Because, you know, Annalise be pulling Olivia card, and I'm here for it. They thinking about the interview, right? Annalise said, let me do the interview. Olivia's like, let me do the interview. Michaela says, you both could do the interview. I think it was Michaela. It might have been Marcus, whoever it was, but they was like, you could both do the interview. That way, when they hit you with these questions, you can say this. When they hit Liv with these questions, she can say that. They go to do the interview, smash the interview, kill it. It's on point. Olivia got the attention off of her, focus off of her in like 5.5 seconds, and it was on to Annalise, and now they own, right? They own and popping. So they, you know, celebrating a little interview, you know, joking about. Annalise said she got a mega bus special, and Olivia said she had a sedity snack. And then Olivia gets a call. She said the Supreme Court will not be hearing the case because of a judge. And so Michaela and Marcus are now tasked with finding out what's going on with this judge, okay? So they kind of, you know, they staking out the lady's house, the lawyer for the Commonwealth. They staking out her house. I think her name is Ingrid or something like that. So they staking out her house, and they see a piece of man that's coming there. They like, you know, she wouldn't be trading information like this, that, and the other. So they showed the piece of man like 3 or 4 times. So I knew that he was going to be important for one reason or another. Then Quinn and Liv meet in the parking garage. Liv tells Quinn, you know, I thought QPA was going to be about justice and not revenge, and don't let, you know, her anger for her, you know, cloud her judgment. And Quinn is like, it's not about that. It is about justice and blah, 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 or whatever. So Olivia was like, listen, you on the wrong side of this case, and you going to regret it one way or another. So, and during that time, Jake also goes to Quinn, and Quinn and the crew find out some information on Justice Spivey. And so they give this information to Jake, and Jake is going to use it against Spivey. He's going to use this against Spivey to get them a vote against Annalise in the case for not to go on. Later on in the episode, Quinn, I guess she have a change of heart, and she goes to Liv and tells Liv, hey, here's the information. QPA is going to be about justice and all this and that. Like, I know Quinn is upset. I know she almost killed her. Like, I understand that it's going to take her a while to not be mad at her no more, but it's just like, it's just tiring, child. Y'all done killed too many people to be still mad. Like, everybody mad at Liv, and y'all done all kill people. I just don't understand. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, so anywho, Liv takes this information to Justice Spivey and tells him that, you know, I know your son killed somebody in a car accident. He wasn't drinking, he wasn't texting or nothing like that. It was just an accident, but he paid off the witness. Apparently that witness had died. You know, Jake and them didn't inform him of that, so the witness had died. So she was like, I can bury this, I can make it disappear. I'm very good at that, but I need you to go with your conscience, because he thought that she was blackmailing him, and she was like, no, I'm not blackmailing people no more, but I know you would have wanted your son to have the best defense. And so the judge relents eventually, and they get to try their case. So the Supreme Court is going to hear the case. So the 2 women walk down the steps of the courthouse, honey, and Annalise's jacket was giving me life everlasting, okay? That yellow jacket was everything to me. That's that. So now we on to How to Get Away with Murder. This is season 4, episode 13. So we back where we started. Annalise and Liv are prepping for the case. They, you know, I love this scene because iron sharpens iron and coming at it from every angle you can come at it from. And Fitzin has sent over some champagne because apparently he thinks that's a good thing, but he don't know Annalise a damn alcoholic. And then at the same time, we have the lawyer from the Commonwealth for the Commonwealth bashing them on the news, talking about they just using this case to cover up their own criminal past. And you know, Olivia's like, she just trying to get in your head, and Annalise like, bitch, I done heard 10 times worse than this, girl. I'm not ready. I'm ready for these hoes. Okay. So Michaela's packing her stuff, getting ready to go up to DC, and Connor and Oliver are talking, trying to act like he's not mad that Michaela stole his case. And you know, he decides to go after Oliver begs him to go. Laurel is talking to Bonnie about Isaac. She wants him to reinstate his testimony, but Bonnie tells her that his testimony is no good anymore. She can't say any more than that. So obviously something is going on with Isaac. Laurel comforts her because she knows that she wants to be, you know, she want to be with Annalise. Nate is with his dad. Nate goes to tell his dad that they're going to the Supreme Court. His dad looked very lucid, like he looked very good. Okay, I was like, come on, medication. Come on! Annalise is about to go into the Supreme Court. She's about to walk into and just standing there. It's the day before the trial. Her phone is ringing constantly this whole time. Bonnie does call her and tell her, did she ask her mama to come? She says, no, I don't want my mama to be here. She gonna pee on herself as soon as she get here. I don't need that distraction. And then somebody else is calling. It's Jacqueline calling her, and she don't want to answer the phone. So she goes to the Supreme Court. You know, she just basking in the glory. And then Liv comes in and tell her that the ACLU, the NAACP, everybody want to get involved with the case because the interview that woman did earlier in the episode backfired against her. So she says, you know, she needs time to think about whether she wants the help, because Liv give her this big speech about, you know, accepting help, being able to, you know, this is your career goal. You know, if you lose this case, you're going to set us back 20, 30 years in the justice system. So you need to think about accepting help. So this finally motivates Annalise to call her mama, because the whole time I'm like, girl, call your mama. If you don't call your damn mama, call your mama. So back at the camp, Bonnie and Frank are meeting, and they talk about Wes's mom. So Frank has discovered that from Laurel's mom that she paid Wes $100K to stay away from Laurel. So he needs Bonnie to check all the accounts, and Bonnie is still urging him to tell Laurel about what's going on. So she said, after I do this, you're gonna tell Laurel? He says yes. We find out that Ingrid is trading information with one of the justices, okay? Justice Spivey. So Liv tasked, you know, them with finding out what's going on with it. They going over, they still working in the room and whatnot. And then Annalise's mom and dad shows up. They show up with some food. It was kind of cute for a moment, and I felt bad for Liv because her mom and daddy is so damn crazy. They crazy as hell, and they all espionage and all that. I think for a moment, Liv, you kind of wish she had some regular parents. They show up with food, and then we go back to Michaela and Marcus. They're staking out this woman's house. They see the pizza guy, you know. They see him, like I said, they showed him a few times earlier. So, you know, we see what's going on with that. She pulls Annalise to the hallway and like, girl, what the F is going on? Okay, you mean to tell me your main face case is your ex-boyfriend daddy? Girl, what the hell? Annalise is like, oh, you worried about my messy ass ruining your career or whatever? She was like, yes, girl, I'm worried about you making me look bad and making you look bad, girl. I ain't got time for this. This is too much. And so Annalise is like, listen, I know what I'm doing. That's why I asked my mama to be here. That's why I asked Nate to be here. That's why I know what I'm doing. So I know you feel a little nervous or whatever, but you need to calm down and let me do me. That was a cute moment where Annalise was almost like the mama that Olivia has never had, the person to tell her to calm down, only like a mama could tell you, girl, if you don't sit down and calm yourself down with all that crazy and foolishness, I got this. Okay, I got this. She don't really got it, but you know, for right now, she got this. So in Philadelphia, they all arguing about the wedding. They're getting on the plane to come on to DC. So we back to the stakeout with Marcus and Michaela. Michaela is questioning him about why he don't have nobody, you know, why he by himself, because he's everything she wanted in a man. I'm like, girl, you've been knowing him for 5 whole minutes, okay? And what about Ashley? You can't be around here breaking this little white boy heart. You know he ran over somebody with a car last year. I'm just saying. Her and Marcus go to kiss the honey and hunching in the car. So now she done slept with Marcus, honey. That black love is it's a beast, baby. It's a beast. It's case day. Nate is prepping his dad. He's getting ready for the court. You know, he looking real good in his suit. Got him a shave and everything. So Marcus and Michaela show up. Asher and everybody was there. He's like, you know, I was calling you all night. She was like, oh, you know, I was busy prepping with the case or whatever. So he goes with Marcus to get some tickets to get in the courthouse, and everybody else calls her out. They know she slept with him, and she don't even deny it, okay? She just says, don't tell Ashley, it's gonna kill him. We know it's gonna kill him. They quickly recognize that the dude, the pizza guy that she saw at the door, is now talking to Justice Strickland. So she turns around and tells Marcus what's going on. So Annalise goes to sign a Supreme Court book, and while she's in the room, an unknown number calls, and she answers the phone. So it's Jacqueline. Jacqueline is all upset. Isaac is at the hospital. He's not dead, but he's in kidney failure. And then she gives Annalise the usual shit about you ruin everybody's life, you drag everybody to your mess. So Annalise started having all this, you know, panic attack, child. So she just belted into the floor like damn, like Velveeta, bitch. Olivia is going after the pizza guy. She tells him she have a picture of him, and she wants to see Judge Strickland. Right at that time, Michaela calls her and tells her Annalise is tripping. You need to come right now. So this is the part I loved about this whole episode. When Olivia came in and basically gave her the speech that, you know, that they give on Scandal all the time, you know, to motivate it. Get your ass up. Don't be a bitch, baby. Okay, what do you need? She made them go get some vodka for her because she said she wanted vodka. She was like, I know everything you have inside of you is in this vodka bottle. You know, you already have it. You don't need it. But bitch, if you gonna need it, take the swig so we can go ahead and do what we got to do, sis, because ain't nobody got time for this all day long, right? And she was just like, you know, I know you can do this. Your case chose you. You're not doing it for nobody but yourself. Get up and get your ass in that courtroom. So at the last minute, she makes it into the courtroom. You know, everybody was nervous. They was counting down, but she makes it into the courtroom. She does her opening speech, and basically, you know, runs us down about Nate's dad, about, you know, everything that she's been talking about. So the justices in the courthouse, they coming at her, boom, boom, bam, they're coming at her real, real hard. And so I forgot to say, right before she gets into the courthouse, her mom shows up. She's having an episode, and she spills soup or something all over Olivia's suit. So Olivia had to take her off. So Annalise is really by herself. So like I said, she goes out there, she gives her opening speech. They coming at her all type of questions. Is it about race? Is it about money? She says both. Well, you didn't file on race, you filed on money. And so they're arguing with each other. And so she decides to use the rest of her time for a rebuttal. So the other woman comes up and she starts speaking. So what she does is give Michaela and Marcus a piece of paper and say, go find this case. So they go, they run. You know, at the last minute, they come back. Meantime, Olivia and Mama, Cicely Tyson, are in the bathroom, and she's giving Olivia this beautiful speech about how the emotional baggage of black women, basically, everybody needs you all the time. And, you know, if this whole damn country would fall apart if we wasn't here to pick up the pieces. And, girl, low-key, she was telling the whole truth, okay? Because black women been doing stuff, breastfeeding white people, babies doing slavery, like everything, raising children, taking care of house and home, you know, voting for people when we need to get certain people out and certain people in. Black women step up to the plate damn near all the time. Okay, damn near all the time. So she was giving her this speech. As this is happening, like I said, Michaela and Marcus come back into the courtroom. They give Annalise the piece of paper. So Annalise gets up and she's giving her rebuttal. She smashed it. Okay, I can't even remember everything she said, but she smashed it. She starts off with his words. Race must always be considered in legal cases or whatever. The judge come at her. This is Judge Spivey. Judge comes at her. She said, no, this is not my words. These are your words. And then she goes on and she gives her speech. It was beautiful. The writing for that scene was freaking excellent. Okay, I almost feel bad that it comes from a fictional show and everything that she said was 100% true. So, you know, in the Supreme Court, it's not like they make a decision right there. They have time to deliberate. They can have up to 6 months to a year to deliberate their case, right? So, you know, that was it. When she was finished, but her mom came there just in time to see her. Like, everybody was there to see Annalise in all her glory. And you know what, Annalise? You deserve, bitch. You deserve. After everything you done been through, she deserved to have that moment where she finally reached her career goal, her peak. She's helping people and not hurting people. Okay, for a change. After they finish, you know, they walking out the courtroom. Olivia tells her, you know, I heard that the judges are swinging your way. And she's like, listen, I believe it when I see it in writing. And Olivia starts trying to handle her. Okay, don't take the book deals. Take this, take that, do that. And she's like, listen, you don't have to handle me no more. It's over with. So they part ways at that point. You know, thank you, thank you. I would have been nice if they would have gave a sister girl hug or something. You know, a little bow, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they ain't do that. Whatever. Olivia too bougie for that. So now we back to real life. She gets a phone call call, and this phone call is from Bonnie. Bonnie tells her that Simon is awake, bitch. That ain't about Isaac, it's about Simon, honey. Simon has waken up and he look lucid as hell. At this same time, Frank has gone to Wes's apartment because Bonnie didn't find any money in Wes's account. So he goes to Wes's house and he finds a USB under the kitchen sink. And in the USB, he had been recording the conversations that he had been having with his mother. So he finally brings the recording to Laurel and plays it for Laurel. Laurel's just sitting there shocked. She don't know what the hell to think. And that's how the episode ended. So overall, I thought it was a fantastic episode. I thought this episode could have got way more serious and deep into, you know, who did this and why, what is the reasoning for this, that, and the other. But I'm glad that it stuck to the case. It made sense how they came together, how they motivate each other, how they shade each other, how they called each other on each other bullshit. I would say let's have a whole season like this, but I know too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So I'm going to take this and see what happened with it. So I want to hear what you guys think about this episode. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends. All right, I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.